My name's Ken Novenstern. I'm a partner in Fredman Baken Novenstern LLP in White Plains in Mount Kisco, New York. And last Thursday night, I attended a seminar over at the Byram Library in Byram, Connecticut. And the seminar was put on by Lisa Johnson and Chris Barry and David Morneau. Lisa and Chris have written this book, Been There, Got Out. And both of them went through what they refer to as high conflict divorces. And David Morneau is a collaborative divorce attorney and mediator in Ontario, Canada. And sitting and listening to this program, it made me think about high conflict divorce and cases that I've had and why do they escalate. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. And part of what I see is escalation because of the attorneys butting heads, and it just becomes a bit of a battle between the attorneys where the communication quickly deteriorates. I've seen situations where I end up being a referee between the other attorney and my client, and that becomes a battle. And then there are the genuine situations where the parties simply disagree on major issues in their cases. And just thinking about it, what I try and do is how can we move this case forward and detoxify it? And so I recently had a case where the other attorney and I were clearly skewed. We were just different places, and it gets very frustrating because when someone keeps saying something and you keep telling them that your client will not agree to that, and they just keep saying it, it can be very frustrating, and it can create a situation where you're not progressing toward a settlement. And really, in most, if not all cases, the goal is to get to a settlement. If you have to go to trial, then you go to trial. But I think it's very important to try and stand back and take a look and better understand what's going on, either by yourself or with your client, and come up with options in terms of moving the case forward so that it doesn't become a high conflict divorce. And so what I did in this recent case is I recommended that the two attorneys and that the two parties that we go and meet with a mediator and start a process through mediation with counsel to see if we could really make progress on any or all of the major issues. And I have found that process with a mediator, attorneys, and counsel to be a very effective process. And in this matter that I reference, we were able to move the case forward toward a settlement and avoid what would have otherwise been a very expensive and very time-consuming matter. So if you have any questions about this type of process or anything having to do with divorce, separation, custody, child support, prenups, postnups, etc., please feel free to give me a call. Take care.